This whole Treaty of Waitangi and Maori rights issue is a total crock, especially by today's modern, civilised world legal standards. The Treaty Principles Bill, submitted by the leader of the New Zealand Act Party, David Seymour, is an exceptionally generous political idea, considering the historic circumstances which have been totally distorted and misrepresented by the racist Waitangi Tribunal and many elite iwi, plus a few twisted Te Pāti Māori MPs like WhangāreiTim and such like. Take Herr Helmut Modlik, for example. Recently on the platform New Zealand, he made a really stupid statement while being interviewed by Michael Laws. Firstly, I suggest that you listen to this full interview. The link is below and in the description.
Joining us to talk about that and also what their concerns are is Helmut Modlik himself, and he joins us now. Helmut, lovely to have on the show. Good morning to you.
Kia ora Michael, and to your listeners.
Now, question. Isn't Parliament the right place to determine what those principles are, given that Parliament is representative of all New Zealand and there is a democratic relationship between the elected members and all adult New Zealanders?
Yeah, look, that's a good question. You missed out the most important part of the story, which is the beginning. The Te Tiriti o Waitangi, which of course was a verbal agreement because the signatories didn't read.
No one living today is Maori. At best, there are 20% part Maori blood descendants coupled with 80% part non-Maori blood colonisers. But the Maori bloodline is rapidly diminishing by the day, and the real big picture that Helmut Modlik overlooks is as follows. But first, consider this. Most people believe that child sex offenders don't deserve any rights other than basic human rights. Similar situation for criminal gang behaviour. Decent human dignity and rights, but no more rights until such people have become decent, law-abiding human beings. What Herr Helmut Modlik deliberately leaves out is the historic Maori real big picture. Before British colonisation, Maori were brutal, violent, warring, savage cannibals who not only murdered their neighbours and children, they ate them as well. By today's modern civilised standards, ancestral Maori were nothing more than brutal, vicious criminals who deserve nothing more than basic human dignity and rights, most certainly not a treaty which provides descendants of such criminals preferential racist rights. In fairness to a civilised non-criminal society, the Treaty of Waitangi should be scrapped. It's a well-known fact that colonisation was not only tremendously good for the Maori people in terms of long-term development growth, colonisation also saved thousands of Maori lives. Waitangi Day should be renamed New Zealand Day, and it should be a time of celebration for all New Zealanders. Waitangi Day should be a time to celebrate one country with one people, one vote, one flag, and one rugby side. David Seymour's Treaty Principles Bill, considering the historic criminal circumstances that prevailed over 140 years ago by today's legal standards, is clearly far too generous if truth be told. The actual Treaty of Waitangi should be scrapped altogether instead. New Zealand should have one law and one law only for all residents and citizens. The Waitangi Tribunal, elite rich iwi and the troublemaking Te Pāti Māori MPs should all be thanking David Seymour, not harassing him. Thank you for listening. WhangāreiTim.